in every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. Instead,
two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Back to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Let's go. 60 or. Come to ball work. We want it. 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ready? There you go. Check. Watch what he's doing.
Off play action. Gordon. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get turning it all loose.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Fields rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So nice number one. Get that quarterback. Hey. Get that quarterback, D-line. Here we go.
2nd and 1. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. On 3rd and 2, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the gun, Fields. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
I'm going to hit you all day.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Gordon, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Gordon. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Get ready, get ready.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
No. check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here. 52. I hope he's right.
To throw on second down. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Fields looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Fields. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
What are you looking for?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, Jacobs looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It'll be a nickel nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, Gordon. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Go now, 30 base.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
70, Indy. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check me out. Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Fields. Gonna throw right side here, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Gordon. That's complete to Whitaker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Gordon. He completes it to Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Switch up, switch up.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Whitaker. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back to throw.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Back to throw. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Throw left side complete. It's Whitaker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll look to throw.
I'm a little surprised.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Gordon. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.